During a conversation with Alex Jones this week, MyPillow CEO Mike Lindell said that he is regularly talking to Donald Trump. They're talking about all the evidence they have, and he says Trump is very positive about being reinstated as president. And as Lindell has said, and then he unsaid, that may or may not happen around August 13th. So we're less than a month away at this point, if Lindell's predictions are correct. Here's what Lindell said. Because he was asked, does he seem positive or where's Trump on all this? That's what Alex Jones asked. Lindell replied, he's very positive because he sees other things happening in other fronts, like, Arizona, that audit coming out, all the stuff they're finding in Georgia. We have new audits starting in Pennsylvania, Wisconsin. This is all going to come crumbling down like dominoes. And he's getting validated for everything he said in November, December. Of course, this election was stolen. So he's just getting validated and proven right. Where? I know you say in places like Arizona, Georgia, then you got these other audits, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin. No fraud. I think they've actually found 4 questionable ballots in Arizona as a result of this now, 3-month-long audit? 4 ballots that are questionable. Questionable. Not outright fraud. They're just not so sure that those 4 out of 2.1 million are accurate. As for Georgia, we've had no news out of there. There's no evidence pouring out of Georgia, Mike. And by the way, as I repeatedly say, if there was any evidence whatsoever of widespread voter fraud, they wouldn't be keeping it a secret. Mike Lindell wouldn't be tucking it under his pillow every night. They would be out there on real shows, not Alex Jones, but they would be out there in the real media waving the evidence around for everyone to see, saying, ha, we were right, the election was stolen, make way for Trump. Problem is, even if that evidence existed, which it does not, they wouldn't be able to reinstate Donald Trump as president of the United States. As I've repeatedly said, there is no remedy for this in the United States Constitution. We would effectively be in uncharted waters at that point, but we don't even have to worry about being in uncharted waters again because everything Lindell is saying is a lie. And at this point, it's getting harder to tell whether or not Lindell is just a straight-up liar or if he is full-blown delusional. I honestly can't decide which he is. I think he's a bit of both, personally. But either way, the Constitution does not have any remedy for this. It is unlikely that Donald Trump could be reinstated, even if there were fraud that could be proven. It's all a farce. It's all a hoax. It's all a means to, I guess, just pull more money out of these hardcore Trump supporters who'll believe anything that these idiots have to say. It also, by the way, runs counter to the claims we've heard recently, an exclusive from Rolling Stone from Andy Kroll that says that Trump has been telling people that he is going to run for president again in 2024. But if he gets reinstated now, he actually would be ineligible to run for president in 2024. So if he actually thought he was going to get reinstated, he wouldn't be saying he's going to run. The whole thing is stupid, and Mike Lindell is going to be exposed as a massive fraud when all of this is over. If you can't get enough Ring of Fire, we encourage everyone to subscribe to our channel for fresh video content 7 days a week. And for even more from me, you can follow me on all social media outlets, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram @FairandBalanced.